back at it again, and we have one with Steven Crowder. Now, I did start watching this video on my own, but I came across the very interesting part of the video that I thought I'd check out the rest of it with you guys. So, with that being said, let's dive in.
Hello, y'all. All the way from California.
Oh, thank you much. What's your name?
My name is Taisha.
Taisha?
Yeah. Well,
Nice
what
to meet
is
you,
yours?
Steven.
Steven. Okay.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, I should have said my name while shaking your hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, apologies. There's just so much going on here. All right, so Taisha, right? Got that correct? If I get it wrong again, I apologize. This is pretty simple. I mean, you hear this guy yelling. I'm not convinced that President Donald Trump is a racist. I don't buy it. Changed my mind.
I truly believe that Donald Trump's a racist.
Okay. Why?
Because Donald Trump don't understand the difference between living several lives. You know what I'm saying? Some people are growing up with silver and gold spoons in their mouth, and some people are not, right?
Right.
And I really feel that he leaned towards the side that grew up with silver and gold spoons in their mouth, right? So my side is a side that didn't grow up in that type of equality. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I just think that, you know, he's not for the people. You know what I'm saying? He's selfish and he just for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't want to be a part of the problem. I want to be a part of the solution. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we got to let
I'm sorry, but she keeps saying, you know what I'm saying, after every statement she makes. And it's just so funny because, like, it's all you could, well, it's all I was paying attention to for a while there. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue on. That was just something that just caught my attention. Like, she just was continually saying, you know what I'm saying?
him serve his 4 years and hope he don't get elected for a second term.
You probably will.
Huh?
You probably will.
And he probably won't. You know, it's a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because at the end of the day, my vote is going to say that he not get a second term.
Right.
Who all agree? Donald Trump don't need a second term? Oh, well, so maybe you got struck support.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, I understand where you're coming. And I
If
certainly
he
wasn't
do,
raised
he do.
with a
If
silver
he don't,
spoon.
he don't. Exactly.
I wasn't raised with a silver spoon. But what specifically makes you think that he's a racist? Because that's a very lofty accusation, right, to toss out there.
Well, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I grew up around Hispanic people, you know, and I love the Hispanic people. And I understand, I mean, he has a great argument about putting the wall up at the end of the day, but I don't like the simple fact that he's separating children from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a child development major, of course, and of course it says that a child needs to be with someone that cares for them and not with strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I believe in children being around either the mom or dad or someone that they know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was one situation where he completely separated the mom from the child for at least 6 months, and I believe the child was not even 10 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, and do you believe that makes him a racist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, would he want his son separate with him?
No,
from
I
him
don't
for
think
6 months?
anybody would.
No.
Do you believe
absolutely.
Barack Obama's a racist?
Not really. I mean, but Barack Obama was for everybody.
But he did that.
Huh?
He did that.
I don't remember him separating no child
So did
from
Bill
the
Clinton. It
parent.
goes actually back to the 97 Flores consent policy, where they said that you can't separate children
Right.
from their parents, right? It was a
Right.
problem, and so then they stopped doing it because they saw it basically as cruelty for children to be separated, and then they ended up putting them together, which is how you see these families and what they refer to as children in cages, which actually the pictures you saw happened under Barack Obama, but he did that exact same thing.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, Barack Obama deported more illegal immigrants than Donald Trump. Up to 400,000 a month. Donald Trump stayed under 300,000.
Right.
So,
but at the end of the day, Trump is still in his first term. Barack Obama already served 2 terms
But
already.
my point is he did the same thing. Does
pretty
that make
much,
him a
if
racist? Are
If
they
he
both
win the
racist?
second election, I'm pretty sure his numbers will outnumber Barack's.
Well, no, I'm talking about on a month, an annual basis or a month-to-month basis. So I'm not saying totality. Obviously, Barack Obama would deport more. I'm talking about on a consistent sort of on a per period of time basis. So my only question to you is, you know, I don't think Barack Obama's a racist. I don't think Bill Clinton's a racist. I don't think Donald Trump's a racist. I don't think George W. Bush was a racist. But if Barack Obama,
And I like how he put Barack Obama into the equation, how he threw that out there. Oh, so you consider Trump the R word? Do you consider Barack Obama the R word? No. Well, check this out. Barack Obama did the exact same thing Trump did. So what about now? Love that. Let's continue on.
and Bill Clinton did the exact same thing, do you believe that they are racist? Because that was what you said justified your
and
accusation.
also, like I said, I mean, Barack Obama, okay, when you speak on Barack Obama was for all races, right?
But he did the
And
same
all
thing as
walks
far as
of life.
separating families.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, I totally agree that he separated families and all that. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, Barack Obama was for all walks of life. Trump is not. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to come in there and cut this, cut that, cut this, cut that. Stuff that people actually rely on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not saying, well, within 5 years, he's not even pre-warning people and saying within 5 years I'm cutting this, within 10 years I'm cutting this. I think it's only fair if you see poor people, you need to pre-warn them so they can make changes in their life and get prepared for things to be cut.
Right. So
I mean, if you were poor, because, and I put that in air quotations because America's definition of poor isn't really actually poor, especially, you know, and if you look at the rest of the world, if you compare it to the rest of the world, the poorest in America are amongst the richest in the world, which is just crazy to me. But you should already be making changes if you were quote unquote poor. It shouldn't take someone saying, hey, I'm getting rid of X, Y, and Z program for you to make changes, right? Or am I being too naive? Let me know in the comment section.
you are saying, I just want to make sure that I understand this. You said because he separated families, that was racist. Mm-hmm. But it's not racist for Barack Obama to do it because you believe that in combination with the fact that Trump is not for everyone, you believe he's racist.
At the end of the day, I think everybody have racism in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, you have racism in it.
So not Donald Trump particularly more than
because
anyone else.
Say like you're walking, I mean, say like you're driving down the street. You get caught off, you might call somebody out their name, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to their race. You know what I'm saying? So I think we are racist.
Asian drivers, is that what you're saying?
Something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I get it.
Nothing. But personally, I hope we don't get a second term. I just don't hope that.
Right, but I do think it's important, I mean, because accusing somebody of racism, right, that can be something that alters people's lives. You know, if someone isn't a racist and they're called a racist, right, they can't get a job. Right, they're tarred and feathered for the rest of their lives. Right. And we see how Donald Trump isn't for all people. I mean, I don't agree. Black Americans have it better under Donald Trump than they did under Barack Obama. Rasmussen poll actually showed at the end of Obama, black people answered saying they don't think that life was better for black Americans under Obama. But these are polls from Gallup and Rasmussen, and black unemployment is at an all-time low. So it seems to me that he's doing some things that are benefiting everybody.
Right, but, okay, put it like this. When Barack Obama had got
this guy in the background, my goodness, what in the world? I'm trying to intently listen to the conversation and I hear this guy on a megaphone yelling and screaming in the background. Holy.
He tried to create healthcare for everyone, right? What has Trump done as far as healthcare? He's trying to cut it.
Well, he's trying to improve healthcare for everyone.
Another thing.
Because healthcare became way too expensive for people with the Obama exchange care. Right. People who were in the middle class, they didn't qualify for the benefits, and so they were harmed. Right. So what Donald Trump is trying to do, and I agree, he hasn't done enough on healthcare, but he's trying to fix it in a different way. So my point is, I think here's what I would ask you: do you think that maybe, just maybe, and I appreciate how civil this has been compared to that guy screaming and yelling. Just hold on. Thanks. That maybe you have a preconceived notion about President Trump, and so you sort of attribute racism there where it may not be. You maybe have some prejudice. Do you think that could be fair to say?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not prejudiced. I wouldn't say I'm prejudiced. I'm absolutely not prejudiced. I didn't deal with all walks of life, all races. I didn't work around.
No, I mean Donald Trump. Prejudice against Donald Trump, because you seem to sort of presuppose that he's a racist before you analyze his actions.
I just personally don't like the guy because of the simple fact of, you know, how could
now here comes the truth. Here we go. Now she's admitting. I just really don't like the guy. So you know, I'm just gonna call him the R word. At least that's what it sounds like. She's about to say, but let's find out.
I just personally don't like the guy because of the simple fact of, you know, how could you elect a president that got away with so much? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he don't even like women. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think he likes women a lot.
No. For a simple fact is, he grabs them by the crotch and all that.
I think he likes them. He might like them a little too much.
Nah, but that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's disrespectful, yeah.
If you and your wife was walking down the truck driving you, I'm pretty sure you would have wanted to knock him out.
Oh,
right?
yeah, of course. If it were my wife. I thought you were saying he was gay.
No, I wasn't saying he was gay.
No.
I'm saying that how could you elect someone that under these circumstances of what they did, whether if they're past or present, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not here to defend everything from Donald Trump. I just don't see any evidence that Donald Trump is a racist. I see a lot of evidence to the contrary, and that you see him.
That's a bit wild because we've all done and said stupid stuff. That's just everyone across the board. So he said grab her by the so he's automatically considered this horrible, terrible, no good, very bad person. Well, then I guess we're all horrible, terrible, no good, very bad people, because we've all done or said something that we shouldn't have at some point in time in our life, right? So I guess we're all bad under that criteria.
Heaping praise on all kinds of black Americans. He was the first president to release that, I forgot her name, the black woman who was in there for drug-related crimes. He commuted her sentence. She was out. Barack Obama never did it. Actually, I think I might have her. I'll find her name now. It wasn't Anita. It was, what was her name, Darren? The lady who he commuted her sentence, black lady, drug-related crimes.
Well, maybe he likes some of
Do you remember that? If someone could Google really quickly, the black lady for Donald Trump commuted her sentence for drug-related crimes. It wasn't Anita. It wasn't with an A though. Allison. Alice what? Alice Marie Johnson. So he did that and talked about what a great woman she was. I mean, my point, yeah, maybe with some black people,
right?
But the point is, I don't think we've seen him do anything that would indicate he hates black people.
But he could have done that because he don't want people to believe that he racist. He could have did something like that, like. But
that's only if you assume he's racist, though. See, you're saying because you don't, but you're assuming that he is racist. What if he's not?
I'm never.
See, this is the frustrating part. People try to make excuses for when he did something good. Oh well, but he was just trying to cover up. Oh, so what do you want this man to do? Like bow down and kiss your toes or something? Like everything good that is brought up. Oh, well, but, it was after. Oh, well, but he was trying to cover up. Oh, well, but, there's always a but to it. And it's just like, this stuff sounds foolish. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but it just does.
I'm trying to be convinced that he's not.
But you're assuming that he is racist. What if he's not?
I'm never going to be convinced that he's not.
Well, that's not fair.
It's
not fair to say that, though. Shouldn't you have to prove that someone's racist?
Yeah, you should.
I mean, I've been accused of being a racist just because I believe that we should have border security.
Right.
I mean,
I think we should have border security too.
He's biracial. He works for me.
Right.
He's quarter black.
Right.
Yeah, my point is, and I'm not saying that's my token black friend, but the point is, it doesn't mean that you hate black people just because someone says it. Let me read you a couple of quotes. I want to see if you think that these are racist, okay? And the reason is just because this is an exercise. It's not a gotcha.
Where are these quotes coming from?
Well, I don't want to tell you first, okay? Let's read these as Donald Trump quotes.
I know you didn't look that up through Wikipedia.
No, these are real quotes. I promise you. Okay. All right. So hold on a second. Let me find this here really quickly.
Because I know in college we're talking to.
I like how Steven Crowder always comes prepared in these videos. He always has like a booklet of facts to just drop on people, and he allows people to read through them if they want to. So I love that. Comes with it.
Give someone credit if you're,
Yeah. I'll give you a good credit afterward, but I want to see because this is a mental exercise. I think you're attributing a little bit more racism than is actually there.
Okay.
And we've all done it if it's someone we don't like, mind you, right? I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of Barack Obama. I come from Quebec, socialist province, so I might have had some blind spots where I attributed motive in my mind where I shouldn't have. So I'll admit that. All right. So let me ask you this: do you take this as a racist quote? Legal immigrants enrich our nation and strengthen our society in countless ways. I want people to come into our country in the largest numbers ever, but they do have to come in legally. Is that racist?
That don't sound racist.
That's not racist. Okay.
He's just saying that he don't want to come in illegally. He's got to come in legally.
Okay. America proudly welcomes millions of lawful immigrants who enrich our society and contribute to our nation, but all Americans are hurt by uncontrolled illegal immigration.
Not always true.
Okay. But you wouldn't say that's racist?
Yeah, it sounds racist because we're not always hurt by illegal immigrants.
No, he said, but all Americans are hurt, not always hurt, but all Americans are hurt.
I get what he's saying.
All right, what about this?
Maybe as far as taking away our resources and all that.
So maybe. All right, I'm reading these in progressive order, right?
Okay.
The American people who are American people are welcoming and generous people, but those who enter our country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law. And because we live in an age where terrorists are challenging our borders, we cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, and unchecked. Americans are right to demand better border security and better enforcement of immigration laws. Does that sound racist?
No, don't sound racist.
That don't sound racist? That doesn't sound racist? Good. We are a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous.
But he only
That's why over the past 6 to 4 days, criminals are up. So you think this is racist? This one?
No, it's not racist, actually, because it's only pertaining to legal immigrants,
Right.
My question was, do we do we like all walks of life? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just not illegal immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
So you don't think any of those were racist?
no, it wasn't.
Okay. Because half of those are Barack Obama. Donald Trump and Barack Obama are very similar in immigration policy.
Okay, but I know the difference between somebody being racist and somebody not being racist.
Right. So what would be an example of Donald Trump being explicitly racist?
What you don't understand is who you're talking with.
Just the things he do, the cuts that he makes and all that stuff. I mean,
but if you
he wants to like take, just take different things away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't too much read up on what he cut lately, but I know he cut some things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember he tried to take the
what makes you turn your head?
I think he tried to take the free phone away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That doesn't mean he's a racist.
That is racist. You know why? Because
you're assuming that only black people need free
no,
phones.
not only black people. Everybody, every walk of life needs a free phone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first off, that phone ain't free. Somebody's paying for it. Nothing is free in life. Somebody is paying for that. And we all know who that is. Duh. But she said that was the R word. That's what threw me for a loop. My goodness.
Only black people. Everybody, every walk of life needs a free phone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody goes on hard times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it's not about politics.
I don't agree.
I'm saying,
I respectfully disagree.
What I'm saying is, he's racist towards. He's not. I guess he's not racist towards different races. He's just racist towards. The simple fact is, like, he don't understand that. You have actually poor people out there.
You think he's insensitive toward poor people?
He's completely.
And poor people could be black, white, brown.
Exactly.
Okay. So you don't think he's racist? You think he's more classist?
That's that part right there.
Okay.
So
right.
maybe I'm mixing racism with classism.
Well, that's fine. That was productive. I think we both discussed that and figured it out. Yeah.
But I just still don't think he's a good president to be in.
Oh man, she's still holding on to it. Hey, I was about to start clapping. I was about to, okay, wow, changed her mind. She's still holding on to it. Wow. I guess you just can't change some people's minds, but let's see. We got a little bit of time left. Maybe we have a turnaround here.
You know
I understand.
Because you need somebody that understands all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to help our country, not hurt our country.
But our country's doing better than ever before.
At the end of the day,
I mean, we do have record low unemployment. We have higher wages. We have more. We have a job surplus. There are more jobs available than ever before. Our country's doing really well. So everyone is doing really well.
Right.
There's more class mobility. Now, it's never perfect. But I would say that is indicative of someone who's trying to improve the country for everyone. But, we can disagree on that. But,
right.
Okay.
But when you start cutting stuff from the poor people, it's more crime. Because why? They're going to start talking to people that has more, whether they work for it or they got it with how they got it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think an antidote to more crime is more employment. We have more employment than ever before. So
well,
maybe
no,
that's why
not
we have
always. That's not always. What about the people that don't want to work?
Those people.
What about the people
that don't want to... Whoa. Did she really just say that? What about the people that don't want to work? Yeah, what about them? They go out, commit crimes, and we throw them in jail immediately, and we're tough on them, and we let them folks know this is not allowed. But you have, some DAs who don't like to be tough on crime, and we have seen the results of it. California. Or California, should I say?
Well, no, that's not always. That's not always. What about the people that don't want to work?
Those people.
What about the people that rely?
People who don't want to work.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I have no tolerance for people who don't want to work.
What about the people that relies on the government and all that stuff? And then if he cut that,
cut it.
No, why? What you mean?
People who don't want to work, cut it.
What do you mean cut it?
Cut that.
I wouldn't want to cut it. Why? Because anybody can fall on hard times. Somebody can lose their job.
But you just said people who don't want to work.
Okay.
So I'm talking about serial welfare recipients. Cut it.
Okay, but at the end of the day,
and I don't think that's racist.
Them and the people that falls on hard times, because everybody falls on hard times.
Fall on hard times, but that's very different. That's much easier to measure than people who don't want to work.
Right.
So, when you look at, like, for example, the Green New Deal, or look at some of the proposals from Cortez.
I don't want it cut. You know why? Because I think it's going to increase the crime rate.
I don't care.
I do.
I don't care if it increases the crime rate. I don't think it will, but I don't care. If someone doesn't want to work, I don't think it's my job to pay for that.
You think I want crime rate increase? I don't want nobody to be breaking in my house thinking, oh, she got this, she got that, just because they see me with a brand new car.
Well, if you're affording a brand new car because you're working, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I don't want to have a gun at my head and be held hostage by someone who doesn't want to work, saying, "Hey, give me this free stuff, otherwise I'm going to commit crime." That's not how it works. No.
Well,
you don't get free stuff, and if you commit crime, we lock you up.
Right. But guess what? somebody might have to get hurt or die before that person get locked up.
Well, just lock them up. I think it's a better solution than giving people free stuff because we're afraid they might loot and cause crimes. I don't believe that's how. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily agree.
Right.
I understand people fall in hard times, but people who don't want to work, they shouldn't eat.
I think it's a difference between a man and a woman because probably a person will target me more than they target you because you're a man. They know you're going to fight.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you should own a gun to defend
A
yourself.
lot of people tell me that. You know what I'm saying?
You should.
I got God in my life, so.
Well, that's good. But, you know, say a prayer, but also lock your doors and pop the magazine in there. Thank you. Was it Taisha? Okay, thank you, Taisha. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
All right.
It was very productive. You have a good day. God bless you. 8 children?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's tough. Godspeed.
And a college student.
Oh, good for you. Awesome. Thank you.
Nurse major.
So, very interesting conversation there. And I guess you could technically say he changed her mind. And it came at the point where he had said, so you think he's classist and not the R word? And she was like, okay, maybe I'm confusing the R word with classist. So, I mean, technically he changed her mind. She never changed his. So maybe a small success there. Small success. But the fact that she continually tried to hold on to that notion, even after saying that herself, was a little frustrating to watch. And you see in a lot of these situations where people say, oh, Trump is this and Trump is that. When they're asked, so give me a specific situation where Trump was the R word, they never really have an example. And if they do have an example, it's an example that has been twisted by the mainstream media. You know, they go back to the Mexican situation. Oh, he called all Mexicans horrible, terrible people. And we all know that's not the truth. And it's just like, wait, like, you guys don't realize you've been lied to? You haven't looked this up for yourself? I don't understand. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy and disgusting because the media pushes out, you know, these types of lies and people believe it. It's absolutely disgusting. But I will say, you know, I did like this conversation on a certain level because it was respectful. It was calm. There wasn't any yelling and screaming, even though she completely disagreed for reasons that I don't even agree with. I mean, if she had a good reason for disagreeing, all right, fine, cool, you know, more power to you. But there wasn't even a good reason to disagree. But it was calm and, you know, respectful, even though the guy in the background on the microphone was just super annoying, yelling all types of stuff. I was trying to like tune him out, so I didn't hear exactly what the guy in the background was yelling the whole time because I was trying to listen to the conversation. Obviously, when you're trying to listen to two things at once, it just will never work out. And I don't want to have to rewind this video a million times trying to pay attention to what the guy was saying in the background. I may have to go back and watch this video on my own time again and just listen to what the guy's yelling in the background. But anyway, like I said, y'all let me know what you thought about all of this craziness in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.